Waiting on one of my designer homies. About to kick some fashion in here. Damn. I've been fucking this phone up, man. I'm waiting on one of my nicely done was good. I'm waiting on one of my designer homies from the city and shit. We gonna kick some history to y'all for a minute. I'm gonna introduce him. Know y'all see me wearing a lot of, wild furs and shit like that on my clothes. So, yeah, man, we about to kick it with one of my homies and shit. Let y'all bring y'all up to date on what it is that he does and shit. He an expert. He's an expert furrier. He's a black furrier and shit. He cut furs. He designed garments with furs. He can make anything out of a fur. So, you got a lot of power. I seen 050 movement going at you last week. I don't even know who the fuck that is. Tom Giss. What's good, pimp? I prefer that you cop from the website. My shit more expensive on the website. We don't have to be so personal all the time, cause let me see where my man at. Easy Ed in the building. What's good? Make sure you do your thing, man. Keep me included. What's good, pimp?
Fabulous.
You need some light or something, my nigga. We gotta be able to put some positive identification on here, man. My people might see you in the streets or something, man. You melanated. Good morning. What's going on?
Good morning. It was good.
I just wanted to, get you on here. It's long overdue. I think we've known each other a couple of years now and shit. I can't remember who followed who, but we obviously have some things in common. And I want you to share with my viewers exactly what it is that you do.
Oh, well, what's going on, y'all out there in Gully TV land? It's your boy, Fur King, the designer. And I just don't do furs. I do fashion as a whole, and just up here just trying to make fashion great again. As you see my hat right here. Let's make fashion great again.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to show some love and show people, like, when I got into this game, I got into this game really for the love. It ain't about the money, because with the talent, the money comes anyway. So I really got into this game to really show people the difference between furs and fashion as a whole, because a lot of people go out here and buy these furs and don't even know what they're buying. They don't have a
Yeah, they
clue.
don't. They don't.
They just think a fur is a fur, and it's not. And it's not. And we got to stop out here also glorifying the name brand furs that are not name brand furs. There's no such thing as a Louis Vuitton fur. There's no such thing as a Gucci fur. You never hear people on Animal Planet talk about, if the Louis fur is over here with the Gucci fur. You don't ever hear none of that, man. So let's knock it off with the nonsense, man. I'm the real furrier. I'm the person that really gets the furs, and we make all this stuff happen for those companies at the end of the day.
Yeah, besides that, we don't want to hear about no goddamn designer brand. We want to hear what animal the motherfucker come from. What animal is that? You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of different furs. Like, yeah, you got different worlds. Like, you got Chinese fur, you got Russian fur, you got Europe fur, you got all different kinds of furs, man, that come from different companies. I mean, different countries. So when you see a chinchilla, don't think a chinchilla is a chinchilla, because it ain't. The best chinchilla you can get is called a velvet chinchilla. If it ain't that velvet, the one that costs about 20, 30,000, if it ain't that one, the other chinchillas, they trash. I'm not
Hold
gonna
on.
lie to you.
So what's this joint that they've been wearing for the past 10, 20 years that costs about 3,000, 3,500, something like that?
Oh yeah, that's
With
that
the
fur that comes out of like that's that origin fur.
the joint
That's
with
that
they got
origin
like
fur.
stripes on it and shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah. That's not that one right there. That's the sheared rabbit.
That's a
That's
rat.
called the that's the sheared rabbit.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, that one, yeah, that one, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still a pretty expensive coat because it's a sheared rabbit. It's not the rabbit that actually runs around in your yard, but that's not a chinchilla. They call it a chinchilla rex, which really is a sheared rabbit.
I was under the impression that the rabbit was low on the pelt chain. It was low.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The ones that run around in your yard, yes. But
Okay.
the sheared rabbit is a little bit more expensive because it's sheared. Anything sheared costs more than anything that's actually hairy.
Okay. Um,
So so you got that, and then you got I think you got a lower end chinchilla, and then you got the expensive chinchilla, the joints that Puff Daddy be wearing and stuff like that. Yeah, that's called the velvet chinchilla. Those joints is about between 15 and 20,000, depending on the length of the chinchilla that you get. And then you got the other chinchilla that look like that, which is called the origin chinchilla, which is on a lower scale. Those are about $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. You know, there's a very big difference in price.
all right. I don't wear nothing but foxes. I don't know nothing about that other shit. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? What's the
right.
why does the fox look so electrifying and stand out amongst furs?
Oh,
Or the
because it's
long
already
hair fox, by the way. I
yeah,
wear the long
because
hair one.
yeah, because it's already long hair. It's already a luxurious fur. It's already bushy. It has its own world. Man. It has its own lane. When you wear that, you know exactly what you're wearing, bro. You know you got on something luxurious and something fly. You know what I'm saying? So like like one of my favorite foxes is the red fox, the natural red fox, and my other favorite fox is also the blue fox.
That's the one.
It's called a
That's the
blue
first
fox,
one I ever had. The blue one,
but
long
it's not.
hair.
Right, but it's not actually blue. It has like a reflector look. So when you put it on, it has like a reflector look with a blue be kind of inside the coat, but it's really a white, kind of a off white mixed in with like some gray. Very dope coat. Very dope coat.
No doubt. What year was the first year that you got your hand on a coat that you could brag about?
Oh man, when I was 18 years old, I had copped a fox with the hood. When I was 18. I was killing them too. Everybody out here rocking their little bubble coats and their North Faces and all that. I was cool with that. I had a couple of North Faces, but I always wanted to be different. So when I saw the fur, I said, I gotta be, I gotta cop it. So I copped the Fox when I was 18.
18.
Yes, sir.
Damn. How much you paid for it and shit?
Uh,
I got mine out the trunk of a car and shit. I just did a podcast episode about the economy that existed out of the trunks of cars and shit. And yeah, I never my big coats and shit like that. I never bought them out of stores.
right. I hear you. Hey, you got it how you got it.
Hmm?
You got it how you got it. But I'm about to pay about 1,300 back then. It had the hood on it. It was a pretty nice coat.
Who would you credit with the fur identity in New York? I got a pick, but who would you credit? What borough?
I gotta go. If I gotta go, I gotta go with Harlem.
No doubt, no doubt. First time I
Yeah.
ever seen a rapper with a fur on, it was so rare and it stood out. Was Herb McGruff way back in the day, one of his early videos. Nigga had on a mink coat on, and it was like, what the fuck? If you wasn't there mentally yet, you know, it's just
Right.
like he did this in the era when niggas was wearing starter jackets and shit like that, and Helly Hansen and shit like that. He popped out with the
Very
fur
true.
and the Cartiers
Very
and shit.
true.
When I interviewed him, I said something about that and shit. He was like, man, that's all we seen in Harlem and shit. You know what I mean? If you want the truth and shit, he said, that's all we seen riding up and down the streets and shit. So, you know, I carry Harlem with me, but yeah, definitely Harlem. Who was some of the top shelf furriers in the streets in Harlem?
It was a cat named Sticks. Sticks. 125th Street. It was a store called the 125th Street Mart.
Mm-hmm.
125th Street Mart, right. In Harlem on 125th Street. And Sticks was probably one of the top furriers at that time.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, a black fur. He was dope. He's still around. He just don't do furs no more. He now does embroidery and stuff like that. So he's still pushing, but he just don't do the furs no more. He's into the embroidery and custom doing the embroidery and shirts and hats and stuff of that nature.
When did you start cutting for the first time? When did you start?
I started my business in 1998 to be exact, man. My father had died in 97. My mother had died in 98. So right after that, man, I just kind of got serious and said, let me get into this game on a whole other level. So 1998 is when I first started, and I designed my first fur for myself.
Okay. It just came back to me how we met. Sneakers, vintage sneakers. How long?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was killing them. I was killing them on here and shit. You popped up with your bullshit. You strapped too. How long you been collecting?
Well, Gully, I think you could agree with this. The sneaker game now had just started being on this, so we're kind of collecting kind of stuff now. Back then, we just had money, was out there hustling, so we just had money to buy stuff. So I didn't look at it as we was collecting. I just looked at it as, hey, man, we just got money. Let's just buy something and get fly.
Yeah. And I'm wearing these motherfuckers. I'm not actually collecting them. They part of the rotation. I'm wearing them.
Yeah, me too. So I get it. So you know what I'm saying. But if we just had to be safe to say how long I just been just buying sneakers and staying fly with the game, it's definitely been about 3 to 4 decades for sure.
Oh man, when I first got my first piece of street money, man. Oh my goodness. I went to the mall with my little mitt, and I still didn't have enough for what I wanted and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I ended up getting my first pair of workout Reebok pumps and shit. That you know the fitness joints and shit. I ended up getting them, and the year that the pumps came out, the sneaker shit started to get very serious. I was in junior high and shit, and in junior high school, man, you need 5-6 outfits, man, a week, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You need to be rotating at least 3-4 pair, man. Like it's just so yeah, junior high school I got put in a position where I just started really taking my sneak serious. It wasn't even about the rest of what I was wearing, if I had a dope pair of shoes and shit like that. I had an older brother, so my knowledge of sneakers was like way more advanced. I was wearing Rod Lavers and shit like that in elementary school. When kids was laughing at them, they was laughing.
Yeah, the Rod Lavers was hard though.
They was laughing at them because they wasn't shells with the stripes and shit. They like he got Adidas, but to make shells. But I say this to say I was introduced to the intricate days. I mean the intricate parts of the sneaker game and shit from my older brother and shit. Just watching him. That it's a scene in Paid in Full when Mitch come home late night to the bedroom and he take off all of his jewelry and shit, and I got a pair of sneaks for Shorty and shit. I lived that. That was my life and shit. You know what I mean? Waking up to a new pair of Cortez or something like that. I had the for Easter back in the day. I had the white Cortez with the snakeskin Nike check. Straight up. In 87 or some shit like that, because I had an older brother though and shit.
Yeah, I remember you telling me. I heard your story before. You said you get your entire drip from your older brother.
Yeah.
I remember you saying.
Yeah.
I pay attention, bro. I pay attention. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
So
But
I tell people, you know, I talk my shit. I'm a world class fly guy and shit. But if a person wants to see a real deal fly guy, he's in his 50s right now. He might be like around 55 and shit. 50, you
uh-huh.
know, right in there and shit. Because um, again, I got my shit from watching older niggas and shit. You know what I mean? And the
Yeah.
guys that I've encountered niggas on here. I had a battle with G George one time in the DM. We just sent
Uh-huh.
pictures and videos and shit, just walking around. He walking around his spot showing shit. He got out on me, man. He sent me. I had to go get my ballies up. I didn't have no current ballies and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I got my. It was my second pair. I had a pair of ballies back in the day, but like I said, I had to add it to the arsenal. But
Right.
what was some of the stores that you frequented? You know what I mean, getting your sneaks back in the day.
Back in the day, man, was a place in the Bronx called Frank. Frank was a Frank sporting goods store on Park Avenue in the Bronx. That was one spot. The other spot was Sammy's, in the Bronx as well. Then, of course, you can't forget about Jew Man, the big Jew Man and the small Jew Man. Took the BX11 bus right across to the Bronx. And then we tore 125th Street about KP Kong. Anybody know about KP Kong on 145th? And St. Nick was crazy. You know, of course, VIM, you know, all of those type of stores at that time.
Okay, I did
So here
a
you go, Gully.
I
Here
did.
you go, Gully. These are a pair of Pro Keds from '89. Look, it still got the original old school tag on it.
Okay, no doubt, no doubt.
Pro Keds
Canvas
from
joints.
'89. Ain't no well.
Yeah. You got the yellow
You
joints.
know,
See, I appreciate shit like there's a few of us. There's a few of us. I got a pair of Pro
but you know
Kids. I
what,
got
Gully?
mine from Walters.
But yeah, I know about Walter in Atlanta. Yeah, Walter's in Atlanta for sure. But Gully, here's the thing with people, and I try to get people to understand this, right? There's a difference between being old and washed up and old and lit. See, me and you is lit. See, I'm old and lit. A lot of cats still rock they clothes old school. They scared to slim it down a little bit. So you're looking real old in your outfits. And that's why you're looking old. See? So you're old and you're either old and lit or you're old and washed up. I'm old and lit. You understand what I'm saying? So there's a difference between me and certain people. And I appreciate what you bring to the table because you keep it right there. You keep it right there. You know, you're in shape, you work out, you talk that talk, you walk that walk, but you still look good when you put your stuff on. A lot of cats don't look good in their clothes because they're not in shape. And they old school with it.
I don't think being in your 40s. I'm in my 40s, my early 40s. So I don't think that's being old yet. We like right at that 1994 hip hop class
Right.
when fashion when the world started to get a hold of fashion and shit. What I mean by that
Right.
is we right at that age where we seen that Snow Beach jacket
Yes.
in that Raekwon video and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and you see how big that is, that you see how big that jacket went on to become, and you see how much the motherfucker costs right now and shit. But
Yeah.
yeah, just right at that age where we got a chance to see the first generation, we got a chance to see Kane and Slick Rick and all of them and shit. You know what I
No
mean?
question.
And you know, we got a chance to watch Nas and Wu-Tang introduce what would be my generation, I guess, and shit. But yeah, we was
Right.
right there and shit. It's hard for me when I see those guys. I just seen Az just came back out. He came out with his video just for you
He
and shit.
killed him. He killed him.
When I seen it, and I'm looking at everybody in there with the big jewelry on, the big jewelry on the '80s joints, the ropes and
Right.
shit, and the Gucci
Yeah.
links and
Yeah.
the Sergio Tacchini and shit. And
Yeah.
this is what everybody's so crazy about now and shit. But to see the older guys wear it and shit, I'm like, yeah, that's it right there. That's where I got it from and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
yeah, man. The Instagram, the whole Instagram concept with the pictures and everything introduced me to a lot of y'all shit. So that's how I got down with your whole thing with these furs and shit. Name me some of your high profile clientele during your career.
Um, I'm a little different designer than most, so I don't really get too caught up in the celebrity world. But I was blessed to have a few come my way. So AZ's definitely one of them. Um, Ice T is one of them. And maybe back in 2018, the last person I had real big was Rick Ross. Rick Ross had bought like 2 jackets off of me that I designed for him. That was crazy.
Oh, oh shit, that's major, man. Yo, that's crazy because he be rocking them joints.
Yeah.
He be rocking them joints.
Yeah,
Damn.
if anybody go to my page, you'll see Rick Ross. He actually performed. What was so dope about it was in 2018. Well, this is what happened. Make a long story short. I did, one of my signature coats is my varsity jacket with the fur sleeves, with the fur collar.
Mm-hmm.
That's my creation. I did that in 2007, 2008. Nobody was even thinking that deep. And I did one for this other rapper out of Boston, and he had the coat on, and he went to a Rick Ross concert. And Rick Ross, he's an advocate for varsity jackets. You really follow Rick, he's an advocate. He got varsity jackets for all his companies. And he ran on a whole video, was like, yo, dog, that joint is fly, but I'm trying to find out where's mine at. And my man was like, word? He said, yeah. He said, yo, call your man right now. I need to speak to him. So I had about a 30-second conversation with Rick. He's like, yo, boss, the joint is hot. I need about 5 of those joints, but I'll probably get 2 for right now. I said, okay, cool. Got it all together, got the logo, set it all up. Did 2 joints for him. I did a red and a red on black for him. And he wore it in 2018 at the Wale concert in DC. Huge on stage. Big deal, man. I was very impressed with that.
No doubt. That's a hell of a fucking cosign. It don't get no
Yeah,
larger than that, fashion
yeah,
wise.
so like I said, so Ice-T had my joint on. Coco, his wife, did a video of camera shooting my joint. AZ, the pro boxer, Kendall Holt. I had a few that wore my stuff. I did a few videos. High Five, didn't have my stuff on before. I did something with MOP and Mato. They did their thing like a couple years ago, and then I had my joint in some movies as well, some independent movies as well. So very honored behind that, bro.
Oh man, Major League. I sure know how to pick them, man. I sure know how to pick them. That's why I
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This right here is one of the coats right here. Let me show you something right here. Okay, that's my mannequin inside my crib right there. That's Cleverness George right there. He got on the raccoon trooper hat with the blonde full length beaver fur to the floor. Okay, yeah, to the floor. That hat right there is called a Fisher hat. That's a Fisher trooper hat. A Fisher. Okay, we'll get a little deep here. This ain't no big. This is a Fisher, y'all. A Fisher. And then that's the blood. Look at the skin. Look at the quality. This is called a blonde beaver. Very rare coat. You don't even see these no more. And then he had on the coyote trooper hat right there. That's what we doing. Now this drum right here is the movie that my clothes is in, called Gray. When you get a chance, go check that out right there. I'm very honored they sent me my poster plaque for the movie. Very honored for that. That's an alpaca dog right here. I did the alpaca dog. Okay, y'all play if y'all want to. That's the sheepskin basketball. Okay, you see my face in it. The sheepskin basketball. with my FK logo. That's my mini B right there. That's my mini B, a doll with the coyote fur coat on full length. And that's my new fashion line right there called Fashion Kingpins. Okay? I want you to look real close at this, man. Got the Timberlands on unlaced, the Air Force Ones. We got the cooking pot. We got the crown. We got the gazelles on. Fashion Kingpins, baby. Yes, sir.
That nigga look like DMC.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the Fur King logo right there on the floor.
What's that made out of?
Made out of rug, real rug. That's the Fur King professional basketball right there.
Right. I got one of them.
Yeah, we keep it real. We keep they go the Timberlands with the Persian lamb, with the Persian lamb all on it, the big Persian lamb all on the side and all that. It's crazy out here. You know, so that's what we're doing.
No doubt.
And then of course, you know, I know you got some jewelry. I see your jewelry though. We got to brand the jewelry too though. The FK pinky ring. We got to brand that real. The diamonds is dancing over here.
I see you know, money.
So we working.
Pulling out mannequins. This is my female line, PA knit.
Yep.
Just dropped.
I like that. I like that. I like it. Yeah.
Handmade.
That's good. Yeah. I see you working, brother. I see you working.
And you know, look at that.
Oh. That's that good, yeah, that's that good quality right there.
Yeah, man. Culture, man. You
yes.
know what I mean? PA knit.
Yeah. Yeah, I see you.
That right there and shit. That right there was a wild joint and shit. I remember when you had posted that. How long did that take?
That took about 2 weeks.
And what you just did, you just basically just ripped the starter?
Yeah, boy, I had bought the jean jacket, ripped the sleeves off, put the collar on it, put the whole joint on the bottom. Real crazy, man, with this joint right here. And then this joint right here is another crazy joint that I did.
What's that?
That's a green varsity jacket with the bobcat lynx fur on it. Okay. So it got the fur. So it got the fur. It got the fur around the arms. It did around the collar. It did the FK logo, as you well see, real crazy. And I got the red buttons on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
I like that bobcat.
The bobcat link. You know, this is my full length joint right here. I did from scratch, full length joint.
It's that cashmere.
Yeah, that's wool. That's wool right there. That's my Fur King teddy bear logo, double breasted joint. You know, a lot of me joints. And then, you know, since you are talking about the sneaker game, ostrich Nike swoosh with the ostrich and pink gator tongue. And for people that know about Chinese, that says that means speed in English. It means so in Chinese, but speed in English. So it got the ostrich tongue with the gator tongue with the gator swoosh. Yeah. Little artwork. My money's invested in artwork, y'all. I put with the artwork too. You know, so, you know, We working around here.
That's why I know how to pick them. Make sure y'all
Yeah, I
subscribe to the
mean,
channel, Hip Hop Sports and Fashion, the Real Gully TV. This is the
yeah,
first chance.
I appreciate coming on your show. But before I go, I just want to let a few people know. Yeah, my phone getting ready to die. But yeah, before I go, I want to let a few people know. Look out for my Puma collab that I'm doing on my own right now. I kind of caught a little vibe that you know, that a few people is looking at me doing my design with these sneakers, and I kind of caught a little word. I don't want to give it out all the way, but you will start seeing me do some things for Puma, and hopefully I can get to deal with Puma. So when you start seeing some of these Puma collabs, just know that's me, and that's what we doing. So stay tuned and be aware because I'm coming.
Let me ask you something. This is the last thing I'm gonna ask you. What did you think about Virgil at Blow?
Um, I think Virgil was a hell of a dude. Um, and I think that he definitely brought quite a few things to the culture. But at the same time, I feel that Dapper Dan was already doing this back in the '80s. It's just that now that you have more technology and more machines, you was able to perfect things. So I feel that he did his thing, but I also felt that he took a lot of what Dap did and just perfected it and made it his own, which is nothing wrong with that. But I just feel that, and I feel that he's a very creative dude, and we definitely lost one for the culture. But but for the most part, I like Virgil, but I just think that he borrowed a few things and made it his own.
Got it. Got it. I wanted to get a little expert opinion. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, hey, before I go, let me ask you a question. When it comes to the boroughs, I'm just talking about just strictly celebrities. Who do you feel is the flies in the boroughs? Like if I said who you think is the flies rapper in Yonkers, who would you say? And that will give you my opinion.
I never viewed them guys up there. I never got the fly vibe from them and shit. I,
Okay, well,
I
okay,
remember
the
I
fly,
remember them being the white t-shirt guys, the thermal guys, the hoodie and the sweat, the hoodie and blue jean with the Timbs, the New York look or whatever, and they rapped about that. So I didn't consider them those guys to be fly.
right. Yeah, if you had to go to Queens or in Brooklyn or Harlem, in the Bronx, who you feel is just the flies rappers that you feel?
The flyest rapper, damn. Um, my pick for flyest rapper probably you it when we saying fly, we speaking of aura and dress code, like the total package or whatever.
Yeah, the total package.
Um,
Like if I had to say Brooklyn, if
Ghostface,
I had to,
Ghostface is futuristic fly. It almost don't even matter what he's wearing. You feel me? Ghostface
right,
Killer. That's my opinion on him. He's just bone chilling fly. Everything about him is just so it almost don't matter what he's wearing. But and my generation, the guys who I would see that I thought that they was fly was basically AZ and Nas and shit. My generation, that's what it was. It wasn't even questioned. Like, you know, we was watching the firm videos and shit like that. We used to get charged up about seeing them niggas on TV and shit like that to see what they was wearing and shit like that. It was like I mentioned, Raekwon with that Snow Beach joint. In my generation, it was basically those guys, AZ and Raekwon and them and shit. You know what I mean?
yeah, I
So
totally agree with you.
the borough
Y'all
thing,
feel
I could probably pick somebody from every borough, but who will sit atop of the borough thing would be AZ and Raekwon. I mean, AZ and Raekwon and Ghost and those guys and shit.
I agree. I agree. I feel AZ is top 5 dead or alive right now.
Oh, he might be top 3. He might.
I really feel. Yeah, I really feel it. And if I had
He
to break,
can do
if
it,
I had to
man.
break,
He can do it. He's been doing
now
it.
if I had to break down, if I had to break down the boroughs, if I said Brooklyn, I'm gonna go. Some people might say Fabulous, which is fine. You have your right. I'm gonna still say AZ, the flyest cat in Brooklyn. If we take it to the Bronx, I'm gonna go with Fat Joe with the Bronx. Cause who's the fly rapper that Fat Joe in the Bronx? Tell me. Cause
I don't. A fly Bronx rapper. Yeah, probably would be Fat Joe. Yeah.
right. If I had to go Staten Island, I'm gonna go Raekwon. I'm gonna go Raekwon. I like Ray style. I like Ray. And I like Ghostface too, but I'm gonna go with Ray. And if I had to go with Queens, I had to go with Queens. If we were talking about back in the day, I would go with Jam Master Jay. Not for nothing. Jam Master Jay was a fly street
He's
nigga.
a fly
He really
guy.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Nas
if
is
I got
from
to go with,
Queens.
yeah, Nas is from Queens. I like Nas, but sometimes, depending on how he's flowing.
He's he's
And if I
he's
had to go with,
he's 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 toned it down as he got
yeah,
older. But
yeah,
when I was young, like in my teens and shit, they was pressure. You know what I mean?
yeah,
From
I agree.
haircuts to having
Yeah,
waves, brushing your
yeah,
hair, getting your waves right, just being
yeah,
pretty. Like it was, they rapped
yeah,
about it. Pretty thugs show no
yeah,
love. It's like when doves cry.
yeah,
Nas, you know what I
yeah,
mean? So that
yeah,
we was trying to
yeah,
be that, but they was
yeah,
they was like pushing it. They had me going to
right,
the barbershop.
yeah,
Before them, I was going to the barbershop, maybe once a week. After them, I had to go like twice a week. I was going to the barbershop twice a week. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right, right.
So,
And I feel, and the answer your man right here, hip hop, what's it, hip hop over there, he said Cameron, he feels the flies in Harlem. You have that right as an opinion. I do like Cameron, but I do feel Cameron over accessorizes a little bit. But if I had to go with my style, I would have to run with Votto. Don't sleep on
oh
Votto.
yeah, yeah,
Votto keeps it very dope boy fresh.
yeah.
He doesn't
And
play
he
no games out there.
and
And I like Davies too.
he
I like
pressed
Davies.
Votto kind of like pressed he kind of like pressed the issue on the polo rugby and had niggas on that again and shit. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
So yeah.
yeah. And I like Davies too. I like Davies. I like Davies because Davies he kind of follow that Nipsey flow. He kind of got that L.A. mixed with Harlem. So I like that.
Okay. Okay.
So that's where we at with it though. Man. I mean, we can go
I will
all
I will
day,
I
man.
will add that when you said people will mention Fabulous. Fabulous would be a student of AZ and Nas like the rest of us and shit. I'm pretty sure he would tell people that. I mean, even though he's from Brooklyn, he probably would mention guys from Brooklyn around his
Yeah,
neighborhood. The low lives.
yeah,
Half a mil was a
yeah.
fly guy. He passed away. He got Half a mil was a fly guy, polo rocking nigga and shit. But
Right,
Fabulous is at that age. He was in high school. He was in school when uh, Nas and AZ came out.
right,
So
right. No doubt, no doubt. Hey, I ain't mad at nobody, man. Everybody got their own style, but I just like to keep it dope boy fresh myself. I like to keep it from head to toe. All this new stuff they got out now, just the sneaker game and your sneaker costing 25, 30,000 and all that. I ain't impressed with that, man. Come with the dope boy fresh look, head to toe, and you're killing the game,
got
bro.
a
So you can see
killer
these
sneaker
sweatsuits,
game.
polo sweatsuits,
I,
come with your fly shit, do what you do.
I got a killer sneaker game. I put emphasis on the sneaker game. As far as clothes and shit, I buy clothes from Instagram and people in the streets. That's what's fly to me right now. I
Right.
seen a recent video where Jim was upset that they wasn't servicing him and
Hey, oh, at the Gucci
in the
store?
Gucci store and shit. And I'm saying
Yeah.
to myself, them niggas don't even be getting nothing fly. They don't. They don't. It just be Gucci and shit. It don't,
Right,
man. Like you could get
right,
this niggas on Instagram that's doing denim jackets in their basement, painting them
right.
joints, painting them, and freaking them joints, putting patches on them, and them shits is fire as a motherfucker, yo. For
Yeah.
$500, for $350, whatever they selling them for and shit. You know what I'm saying? Them shits is fire.
and these niggas is going crazy about this Gucci shit. Like, we've all worn it. It don't make you feel no different when you wear the shit. Like, I don't even know. I think the whole point of it is trying to. It gotta be. It's to upstage. It's to upstage. Um, general working class people, probably the fan base. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I mean, if you're an entertainer, I mean, I guess that's probably something that you would want to carry. But I remember when Tony Braxton was on, I think it was Oprah Winfrey and shit, right?
yeah,
And this one, Tony Braxton, she fucked up money that rap niggas will never see and shit. She used to
right.
do Oprah about it, and they was trying to figure out where all the money went and shit, right? Like, one of her expenditures was Gucci silverware. Gucci silverware.
Right.
Why do you need Gucci silverware?
Well, yo, Gully, that's the same thing I was saying about the furs. People out here buying these furs that say Louis Vuitton and Gucci on the tag. Ain't no such thing as a Louis Vuitton fur or a Gucci fur. So, people get caught up in that name brand stuff.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? But hold on. Let me get my little light on my phone. Hold on. Let me hold on real quick. So you got a lot of people out here that's buying all of this trash when there's no need to. But I do want to say this though. Oh yeah, let me acknowledge a few people. Yes, from Yonkers, yeah. If you're gonna say rapper, I'm gonna say Jadakiss is the flyest rapper out of Yonkers. I'm gonna acknowledge that. Yeah, Detroit, Detroit and Chicago, they get fly. There are a couple of other cities and states that get fly outside of New York City as well. So I just want to acknowledge that as well. LA's back on what they do and stuff like that. So I'll acknowledge the few people that want to talk about that real quick. I see y'all. Um, well, yeah, Gully. Before I go, man, I just want to say keep doing your thing. Thank you for having me on your platform. I see how you play. I see all your jerseys in the background. You got your hat game, the dribble guard, the basketball shorts. I see it. You're working out, which is a good thing. I work
Empire,
out too. You got to
man.
stay in shape. You got to stay in shape, man. No, you ain't trying. Trying is a failure. You're doing. You're doing. Okay? Yeah. So let's just keep that going, bro. I appreciate being on your platform. And we here, but one day we go to meet up and get a fly picture together.
Yeah.
But before I go, I do want to acknowledge one thing. You put up a picture of Fabulous the other day. Speaking of Fabulous, when he had on the whole Supreme outfit.
Yeah.
Now, let me just speak on that, and I'm gonna tell you what I mean. That's a fly outfit if he was performing in it, or if he was doing a video shoot. But to walk to the the local bodega and walk to the mall, that's not the outfit for that. But if he was on stage or a video shoot, that would have been a fly outfit. But that's just my personal opinion.
I agree with you. I agree
Yeah.
with you.
Or if he wanted to stunt and come on a motorcycle and didn't want to stunt that day, he'd have been the flyest nigga on the motorcycle. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, that outfit is not just to walk around the mall and go to the local bodega. That's not what the outfit is about.
All right, man. I appreciate you. To give these people some contact information in case they want to fur or something.
Oh yeah, man. Anybody want any kind of fashion, man, you see that Fur King logo like on my hat right here? Go to my IG, Fur King the designer. DM me. I'm 365 days a year. I'm certified, I'm bona fide, and I'm qualified. DM me, and I'll get back to you within 48 hours. Whether you want a T-shirt, you want a hat, you want some socks, I do it all. I got Fur King accessories. Hold on real quick. Hold on. I didn't get a chance to show this off earlier. We're gonna show it off now. I also do the home decor. So that's right here. You can't really see because it's kind of dark right here, but that's the big pillow. That's the big pillow right there. You know what I'm saying? So I got a lot of different.
Mm, he buffering.
He buffering. He probably gonna pop out. I appreciate everybody tuning in. That's this interview will be on the channel. That's the Fur King Designer. You want some original fly shit?